So Kanye West is now being sued again, but this lawsuit is the craziest one so far. He's being sued by his ex-chief of staff and ex-personal assistant who used to be an OF model, who he hired out of the blue, gave millions of dollars to run companies, even though all she's done in her life is show titties and ass, you know what I'm saying? But he gave her all this money, and now she's suing for harassment, breach of contract, and wrongful termination. And the whole case is crazy.
Wait. What kind of harassment, though?
S.E. harassment.
Come on, Kanye.
And the things that he's saying, if they're to be believed, or that she's alleging that he said, are crazy. The passes, the advances, the wild statements, they sound exactly like Kanye West. But also, we've seen this a lot with Lil Rod and his lawsuit with Diddy, and that's kind of been a new thing where we see these people put like these really headline grabbing pieces,
like the inflammatory attention. Okay.
In pieces of information inside of the lawsuit that gets it to go viral, that gets the blog to pick it up, gets to us to talk about it, gets everybody to talk about it, and makes it more likely for the person to settle.
Right.
So I'm not saying this was happening here,
but it is trending. Let me put out all this dirt and try to get an amount of money, settle real quick, and then we done with it.
So, but the whole thing seems a little fishy, and this is why. So, the girl's name was Lauren Pisciotta or something like that. I don't know. We can call her Lauren. Now, according to TMC, Lauren in her lawsuit said she was an OF model who posted a bunch of bikini and lingerie pics and was super successful, making $1 million a year. Kanye comes along, hires her in July of 2021 after meeting her when he was putting together his fashion line, and she says that she also collaborated on 3 songs on Donda.
Okay.
A year later, he came to her and wanted her to be godlike, turn in her OF card, and then work for him, making $1 million a year.
So what is godlike?
Godlike means, I don't know, but if I'm paying, you ain't got no experience. I've scooped you up out of nowhere, got you making songs, clothes. Now I'm about to pay you $1 million a year. The only work experience you got, from what I understand, is
OF. You said
OF.
right.
So Kanye, you know, so my whole thing is, if we talking about harassment, if you're getting paid $1 million a year and you don't really deserve it, you know some strings to come with. It's some strings
attached. Don't say she didn't deserve it. She might have put in some work for that meal.
So she claims that shortly after that, Kanye began to send her a series of text messages, including one that read, "See, my problem is I be wanting to F, but then after I F, I want a girl to tell me how hard they been F'd while I'm F'ing them. Then I want her to cheat on me." It gets really vulgar, sent to Lauren, that described Jay's sexual fantasies with women, including a lot of explicit language. And apparently he had this like complex regarding the size of her boyfriends, and he would like talk about it and bring it up and want her to tell him about it. Wild stuff, allegedly.
You know what? That's a fetish that people have. They like to hear
a degradation kink.
There you go.
It sounds like he may have had one.
There you go.
But so apparently there's one interesting alleged text where he's saying, and this is, I ain't gonna lie, this sounds like Kanye said this. I don't know if he did, but it sounds like it. Because it sounds too crazy for anybody to make up.
Which is Kanye-ish.
So he says, "Is my D this effing D of mine? I'm going to beat this effing D for being effing. I'm going to stare at pictures of white women with black behinds and beat the S out of my big black." This is Kanye West talking to her, and this is the kind of text message she was getting. She also said that he would, you know, pleasure himself on the phone with her. All this. But again,
you get paid $1 million. At some point, you knew he was gonna come to cash in. So, I guess. I mean,
so she said that he sent her text messages, pictures, videos of him with other women. She says later that he gave her a promotion to be chief of staff of a couple of his companies, and then started paying her $4 million a year.
Yo, so wait a minute. So something that the math ain't mathin'. If she's getting paid $4 million, she's mad about text messages?
Well, hold on. So this is where it gets crazy. So fast forward, July 2022, he ends up firing her. He said he was going to give her $3 million as a severance. She agreed. He never paid it. Now she's coming around and she's saying, well, he did all of this to me. I've been harassed. But my whole thing is, if this is not TMZ reporting this is actual from the lawsuit documents.
Wow.
So this is what they put in the lawsuit.
Oh, wow.
During all of this time, when he's sending all of these crazy messages, pictures, videos, all we have is what he said, but we don't have what you said. So what you saying, laugh out loud? What you saying, okay?
Stop, I don't like this, anything?
Yeah, because it sounds like you was okay with Kanye
It was cool.
doing what, sending y'all kind of weird messages.
Until she got that pink slip.
Exactly. And it also sounded like you wasn't coming out what you supposed to come off fast enough, and $4 million is a lot for somebody that don't want to shake nothing. I'm just saying. With no experience.
Right.
You did no work to get here.
Wow.
So I don't know. This is my thing. It sounds a little fishy. I don't know if it's all true. It sounds like even if it is true, this is more about the money that she didn't get paid instead of the situation.
That's exactly what it sounds like. And I've heard different cases, we both have, where something be cool until the money stop coming. It's all right as long as them checks coming. Then when them checks stop, you said she got fired and she was supposed to get what,
$3 million.
She mad because she didn't get that money. It was cool until then.
So the comments is hilarious. Same thing that I said. Kanye said this, Kanye said that. What were her replies? We want to see those too. Facts.
Yes.
I think he may be able to plead insanity based on what I just read. Facts. I want to know what she replied back. Mm-hmm. See, look, everybody's saying the same thing. Yeah, but what was her response, and were they ever involved? Because this seems awkward even for Ye. Exactly. It seems like you got to be giving a guy. I don't believe the man is so crazy that he was just going through his phone, doing all of this extra, going crazy, and then especially being who he is. Because, like, if you're not giving me any energy when I send you these wild messages, you damn sure ain't getting no pictures. And if I don't get
100%.
energy out the pictures, I ain't getting no videos.
100%.
So he's only indulging in this, I would believe, if you are in some way, you're not. He could be just creepy and freaky, but I just think that.
But there was a compliance there.
Maybe. All I'm saying is you haven't given us all the information.
That part.
That's all I'm saying.
That
so
part.
if you are going to if you're going to put the text message in the lawsuit, put both. So that we can understand the context.
Yeah, because tell me where you said this wasn't okay and you were bothered by
Please,
it and you
Kanye,
couldn't
stop.
sleep and you feel...
Please. Please. This is inappropriate.
Give us something.
I'm not coming to work for this. This is exactly what you come to work for.
Exactly. But like you said, and like everybody said in the comments, we don't see her replies. We don't see anything from her. And we all know we need to see the other side of that page before we can really determine what it is.
100%. So we'll keep you guys updated as we get more information on the lawsuit. It's still very early, at least from what we know. And we of course don't have any response from Kanye at the moment, but when we get some more information, we will run this story back because it is absolutely hilarious. And if any of it turns out to be true, well, that's a goddamn newsworthy thing to me.